I told you I was going to be back. I'm at Columbia Hyundai. I'm located, or they are, well, I guess you could say I am. If I'm there, that means I'm located here too. We're at the corner of 275 and Montgomery Road. Columbia Hyundai and Acura. They just finished servicing up my oil change here at Columbia Hyundai. Big shout out to Mike and the rest of them back there in the service department. 5-star. Absolutely love it. They just finished with the Hybrid Blue. The Spaceship Blue herself. I want to show you guys and take you on a little tour of this car. This one right here that got us down to Florida for $56 one way. On the way back, I don't know if we had the trade winds behind us or not. $49 on the way home. Total comfort. Let me give you a little detailed tour of this one right here. I love this car. The first thing I did when I saw this car, I was walking by it, I noticed that it had a really cool accurate, or like an Audi A4 sedan look to it. And I really like the Audi A4s. And I saw this Hybrid Blue. I loved the profile. That is one slick car. This is a 2021 model. And if you get real close to it, I am not sure if you guys can see it, but this has just a beautiful pearlescent paint job. I mean, look at that. That looks like some Spike It opaque lure paint right there. I mean, it's just this beautiful pearl paint job that's on the Hybrid Blue. But it's not too, like, outlandish, you know. Sometimes that pearl can be a little bit too much. These wheels right there are actually designed to decrease drag and to help this hybrid car to actually increase some of the gas mileage right there. And it cuts down on the wind noise. There's all kinds of things that they do on here to cut down on drag, cut down on wind noise. It's an extremely quiet car right now. In fact, it's running. That's the fan you hear because it's 95 degrees outside. Beautiful car. Let me show you inside this thing. Always room for a Hobie sticker. So let's jump inside this thing. Super comfortable. I love it. This, folks, right here was one of the main things about getting down to Orlando, Florida and ICAST. Non-stop driving. Zach Carell, Yak Legion podcast, sat right there the whole way. I sat right here the whole way. And you know how normally when you set a cruise control and you come up on traffic that has slowed down, the car won't slow down. But that's not the case with the Sonata Hybrid Blue. You hit that right there, folks. I'm not kidding you. I kicked this seat back. My legs were like this. I was like this driving, and I held this position basically the whole way to Orlando. It was absolutely so comfortable. In fact, when this is on and you set that cruise control, it has cameras up in front of the car, and it will slow down according to the traffic. And even if that car in front of you comes to a complete stop, so will the hybrid Sonata Hybrid Blue, the Spaceship Blue. It'll stop, it'll brake, and then when that car takes off, boom, it alerts you that the car took off, and you just have to simply hit the gas, and it continues on in the cruise control. It'll speed up just as fast as the car in front of you. Will never gain up on it. I love this thing. I bought it with 32 miles on it. Just made my first car payment about a week ago. Look at that. We already have 8,280 miles on this car. Folks, I absolutely love this thing. Beautiful console on it. Has the push button kind of transmission, whatever you want to call that. But it also has a 6-speed transmission because you got drive modes. We're in the, there we go. We'll switch it to the Eco. That's what I rode the whole way down. And then it's on sport. When you put it on sport, that 6-speed transmission kicks it. You have a smart or a custom, and also the smart. Both of those are pretty deep. I haven't quite invested myself into those drive modes right there, the custom and the smart. I haven't checked those out. More and more I get familiar about those things, the more and more I'll explain them as we go along. I absolutely love this car. Auto hold right here is great. So auto hold, you pull up, maybe you're in that start and stop traffic. It's getting really nasty outside. As far as the traffic, start, stop, taking your foot off the brake, keeping it on the brake, holding it on the brake down there, always holding that. Well, if you got it on auto hold and you come to a complete stop, the car will stop and you can release the brake and kick back and relax until the traffic gets going again, and it will chime up here and let you know that that car's taken off. So say for instance you sit in some place or traffic light or something and you're not paying attention, it'll let you know. All that has a lot of great ports up here. It's got the cigarette lighter type style. It's got the USB ports right here. It's nice to have a couple of them. The cup holders, okay, so you can put your phone right here, you can put a wallet right here, but you know what's cool about this right here? These things get really nasty, and a lot of stuff, you can see there's some stuff down there right now. When it's just the circle, when it's just that, you can't get nothing down there to soak up or to suck up all of the dirt. But with this right here, you can take those regular car wash hoses and you can shove it down in there because it's able to stick through that. So I'm not sure if that's why they did it, but I think it's freaking genius. It's little things. And then there's also something down here, and it's just like a little piece of cloth, and you really can't see it real well. It's like a roll of cloth. And when we're traveling or just when we're driving down the road and we're eating things and they fall down inside this and they go way down underneath the seat. Well, with this little roll, I don't know if that's what it's for, but I'll tell you what, all of that stuff catches right on top of that little roll, and it's so easy to take a vacuum cleaner and get it down there and clean this up. Super easy car to clean up. Great clean lines. I love the power. The air conditioning is just amazing. Right now we're running as an electric vehicle. Let me show you how cool this motor looks. Actually, there's two motors in the hybrid. Spaceship Blue. We have the electric motor on this side right here. And then we have the 2-liter gas engine right here with the Smart Stream technology, okay? So what happens here is that we never have to plug this thing in. It's not an electric vehicle that you have to take the time and plug in. This gas engine will turn on whenever the batteries need to have enough juice to run this. If the batteries have enough juice, this is what's going to be running. If you are in the city, doing under 35 miles an hour, this electric motor right here will run you, and that is the reason that under 35 miles an hour in the city, you're going to get 52 miles to the gallon with this car. And it's not much different on the highway. It's like 54 on the highway. Usually when you're in that city start-stop traffic, you're going through gas like crazy, but very powerful. 2-liter gas engine along with the 39 kilowatt electric motor. Combined, you're looking at just under about 200 horsepower here. This car is the beast. There, the electric engine just kicked on, probably powering the batteries right now. Boom. And then the trunk space in the back, I'll show you the back space. Got plenty of room in the back. I got my seat all the way back there, but plenty of room back here. Normally I got that seat straight up, so a passenger has a lot of room. I'll set it up how I normally have it. I like to drive tight. I'm like a stock car driver back there, man. So when you sit in this thing, man, you just got a lot of space. I mean, I can kick back. It's a lot of space to put my legs. I'm 5'11". My knees aren't touching anything. Got a lot of space back here. Absolutely love it. These two seats come down right here. You have a half. It's like a 40 seat, 60% of it or so, I guess is how they do that, will come down, and then you got another 40% of it that will also come down. And that will allow you to carry like fishing poles and stuff from the trunk into the car itself. So we're going to pop the trunk. Boom, you hit that button right there. Trunk opens up. Sorry about how nasty the trunk is. Haven't had a chance to clean this thing out. A lot of stuff you can space up, store underneath there. I got all my cleaning supplies. All of my roadside assistance stuff is also in there. But this trunk is massive for a sedan. It's huge. And in fact, a lot of room for the Hobie iTrack 9 inflatable kayak back there. You just simply push it in there and your poles can just go through your seat right here up in front. I've already taken this thing to a tournament with the Hobie iTrack 9 and everything I needed. You know, didn't have to put a hitch on the back of it, didn't have to put a bike rack on the top. Folks, Columbia Hyundai, located on Montgomery Road in 275. Come out, talk to DJ, fine young man here, salesman, or talk to John McFarland, general manager. Tell him John Graves Kayak Fishing sent you. If you're looking for that financing, they can help you out. They got a lot of they've been doing this. Let's just say they've been doing this a long time. They can help you out. You can't go wrong with the Sonata Hybrid Blue, the Spaceship Blue. Look for me out there, High Plains Lifter. Folks, I hope you have the opportunity to check this out. John Graves Kayak Fishing from Columbia Hyundai, located on 275 Montgomery Road. Come out, say hi. Over and out.